Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message for Tuesday, June the 7th. Keep in mind, timing and energy is fluid. This reading could play out today. Over the next several days, this reading may or may not be for you. So I do ask that you only take with you the messages that resonate and leave behind the rest. We have the moon transiting through Virgo today. We also have it forming a trine to Venus, along with a square to the moon and a trine to Uranus. So what I was shown is this energy of the divine feminine being exalted. I have my moon in Virgo, and we need to remember Venus is in Taurus in its home sign, this Empress energy. So I feel the trine aspect is bringing forward a lot of harmony, a lot of sensitivity in the energies, and I feel a lot of social and intimate relationships are going to benefit in the energies today. I feel many of the divine feminines have been working when it comes to this mediating capacity. Many of us work within the public, and I feel many of us are enabling our soul essence when it comes to bringing this high quality of our fullest expression into fruition. And so I feel many of the divine feminine collective are embracing their warm, sensitive, and sympathetic heart. Many of us have a deep empathic understanding, and I feel we're kind of stepping into this brand new optimistic and positive attitude towards everything in our life. And so I feel huge perspective shifts, and I feel many of us are coming into our healing gifts when it comes to calming and aiding others along the awakening journey. So I feel many of us are dealing with healing any trouble within the heart, and it is this straight talking energy. We're all kind of being asked collectively to move beyond any superficiality, and to respond to any problems or unsettling, challenging issues with pure intention. So I feel many of us deeply desire this genuine energy of wanting what is best for everybody. And so we're kind of all being asked collectively to go into our own inner divine feminine energy. Whether you're a man or a woman, we all have an inner divine feminine. And so I feel we're all being asked to share these high vibration, positive, and creative energies with others as a conscious, supportive action for raising the collective consciousness. So get ready to find that confident self-image again. And I feel a positive attitude. It is all about stepping into personal integrity. I know for myself, personal integrity is very important to me, to be true to myself, to be true to my higher priorities, my higher calling. And it's not just about personal gain. I think the energy is saying we can no longer compromise our integrity and our values because we are here to be known for our sincerity. So I feel get ready for some new sources of imagination, creativity. Any dormant artistic abilities are likely going to come to the surface when it comes to new creative pursuits in the energy. Self-expression, professional lives are going to start reaping the rewards for all of the hard work that we've done. And so I feel you might want to spend some time digging into some art today, or some music, singing, anything to make you feel vibrant in your own domestic life. And so I think family is coming up. Family is very important in the energies today, and ensuring that all relationships moving forward are going to be honest and positive. So I think get ready to reach a level of emotional satisfaction over the coming days, and emotional contentment. So I also feel with the sun square the moon, this is going to create a struggle though between our wants and our needs. And this is going to be played out internally is a big message. So significant relationships are coming up to be addressed when it comes to confronting any obstacles in the energies. And in truth, any outer chaos really is trying to get you to recognize this internal struggle and where you have been your own worst enemy. So I think you might be attracting some challenging situations in the energy, like as this unconscious attempt to recreate any tensions from early childhood in order to bring up these negative habits and attitudes that have been hampering our progress in life. And so with the moon trine Uranus, I think it's this energy of trying to do new things, trying to escape the mundane routine of our lives. And it really is a good aspect to embrace domestic changes. So I feel get ready to deal with any simmering relationship tensions in the energies, some kind of annoyance or something that's really been niggling away below the surface, coming up to be addressed in order for us to finally do something about it once and for all. We always have the ability to choose a new direction. And so you might be dealing with some moodiness, some irrationality in the energy, especially when it comes to a partnership or a family member or even a close friend in the energies. But with the moon forming a trine to Uranus, I think we're all being asked to channel these energies when it comes towards building new spiritual enterprises, new business ideas, and the energy is adequate to embrace a level of enthusiasm, especially when it comes to commitment for our own personal success. Commitment to self is a big one, okay? So I think we're all being attracted to the new when it comes to a group collective benefit and fulfilling our private needs and desires at the same time. So get ready for some, psychic visions to come through in the energies. And many of us are coming into this futuristic perspective. And this Uranian influence is really going to shine through very strongly when it comes to where you have been dominated in your domestic or your personal life, and maybe stepping into a more unconventional or unusual way of, living your life day to day when it comes to embracing the esoteric journey. And so I feel it's going to be this natural energy of facing our inner fears when it comes to tradition, breaking free from these negative, predictable behavioral patterns that can, actually become very life-destroying and self-sabotaging, which limits our freedom and this desire to explore. So I think get ready to face some inner conflict in the energies. But I feel we're all being asked to be open to being this channel of creative energies, especially tapping into our own inner divine feminine in the energies today. So I grabbed a couple of different decks. I was asked to kind of do things a little bit different with the cards today. We are going to start off by using the Animal Spirit deck and see what messages need to come through. The Scorpion energy and the bear, Mama Bear, very interesting. So I feel get ready to be stung. It is that energy of, facing the dragon to get the gold. And we do have all of that Scorpionic South Node energy coming to the surface. And I feel this very protective energy. So you're going to want to protect your energy. You're going to want to get those boundaries up. Whenever I think of the bear, I think of a very protective mama bear when it comes to her cubs. And I feel somebody is dealing with a very dark aspect, an internal aspect, when it comes to facing their inner demons, facing their shadow selves with the Scorpion cards. So we're going to see what needs to come through with the Animal Spirit deck. What are the main energies coming through for the collective? When it comes to these energies today, we're coming just out of that 666 portal gateway. When I did the numerology for the energies today, the date does break down to 19. Which is a karmic debt number. So I think we're all being asked to address where we've been holding on to some toxic ego desires. It is the breakdown of the ego. We're all being asked to address any codependency issues where we've been extremely codependent on another. And then we just got that snake energy. So it is like this activation of the flower of life coming through collectively. Look at that, beautiful. So I do feel a lot of Kundalini activations when it comes to activating the chakra pathway for our divine mission. We're going to get a couple more cards here, guys. The snake. We're going to read into the book with that. And then we got the hawk, which is that bird's eye view, that higher perspective, flying above the fray, freedom, beautiful, and the phoenix. And then we get the moth on the bottom of the deck. So we're rising from the ashes. So maybe recently something has burned right down to the ground, and it's kind of time to get that bird's eye view in place. I'm going to look into the snake energy first here, guys. It's not a deck that I use often. So, yeah. So beautiful. The snake is the guardian of this beautiful, unawakened magic, and there's a lot of creative potential in the energy. But we got to go into healing any wounded feminine aspects, whether you are a man or a woman. So this is definitely a symbol of opening up to stepping into our highest potential. So it's the Shakti energy, our life force energy, which lies dormant at the base of the spine. So that's exactly what I felt, that Kundalini activation. And so I feel we're all being asked to figure out what rings true for us. What rings true for you? Considering the amount of all of this unawakened or untapped potential within, what would your life be like if you woke up this untapped creative energy from the base of your spine? And so I think many within the collective are waking up from this slumber. And we do have the North Node conjunct Uranus, and we're going to be feeling this transit all the way until the end of, I believe it is July. And so I'll do a separate video on that. So we are in this portal of this massive great awakening, especially for those with the Taurus North Node. And that's not just specific to Taurus North Node. We're all going to be waking from our slumber. Many of us are coming into our teaching gifts. And I feel there really is no more time to waste when it comes to this ascension journey and our awakening journey. So many of us are coming into our prosperous creative nature. We are here to be those conscious co-creators with God's source energy. And I feel if you're out of balance, I think there's a lot of things coming to a dead stop in order to get you to go within and to meditate. So we're going to go to the air energy now, the moth. So you're going to want to be careful. The moth energy can bring forward a lot of hastiness, a lot of impulsive energies. Although it can be enthusiastic, I feel the energy can be quite jittery when it comes to attracting solutions to any problems. We don't want to keep chasing after every shiny new object that crosses our paths, because it's likely going to lead to disappointment, burnout. And I think the energy is reminding us that life really is complex, guys, and we're all being asked to break free from this illusion of the mind. We're all in this portal of facing these trials, these tribulations, and looking at life as this infinite mystery. And we cannot keep wishing life was different. We kind of have to, you know, take these ideas and bring them into the collective. And so with the hawk, though, I do feel rising above the fray is another big message. We are rising above the fray. And the hawk, you know, symbolizes freedom for me. We will see what it says in the book. Yeah, all-seeing messenger of divinity. It is that bird's eye view. So we're sharpening our focus. We're watching, you know, people's every moves around us. We are being that observer because there's so much to be read between the lines. And I feel many of us are coming into this big picture thinking. I'm being shown Sagittarius energy, and I feel it's this winds of change coming over the collective. And I feel there's messages coming in, and whatever messages you have been receiving, I think it's not to be taken lightly. It's not to be taken as a small or insignificant message from your guide. So many of us are being redirected, course corrected on the journey. And I think get ready to see clearly with your intuition what needs to change, especially if you've been very suspicious of somebody in and around your energy. So get ready for a major perspective shift, because we're rising. We're rising like the phoenix from the ashes. And I feel, you know, this is a very spiritual energy. I'm looking in the book, guys. Be patient with me, the phoenix. Let's see here. Where is that phoenix energy at? We're in the spiritual section now, and like I said, I don't use this deck often or deal with the book often, so just be patient with me, guys. The phoenix, beautiful. So this is what we're kind of entering into, freedom from all of this incessant suffering. We didn't come here to suffer. And so I feel we're clearing all of this past life karma from our previous incarnations. And I feel transforming the past. But in order to transform the past, we have to go into all of these subconscious memories. And we can't keep running from the past. We cannot keep denying what needs to be addressed. And I think many are burning bridges with a lot of rage, a lot of base chakra rage. And it is like this rebirth by fire as we burn away all of these impurities and we step into spiritual practice and spiritual dedication. And so we all have the essence of the phoenix within us. But we need to realize where we have been allowing suffering to take place too long. And we need to realize what it is that needs to change if we want to step into these new higher frequencies. And so somebody here is getting ready to take a stand and maybe to do something that they've put off for a very long time. We're all choosing to live consciously instead of to be driven by these unconscious motivations from our South Node patterns. So I think get ready to face some fears. We cannot keep avoiding going into the fear, because that's where that spark is going to be lit, right? And this is where we release all of this past baggage. But we first have to stop denying what we've been repressing, and we got to do what we need to do to get out of this stuckness once and for all. Where have you been carrying some dead weight? It's time to release the dead weight. In order to step into this lightness, this clarity that is trying to emerge. So somebody here has been very stagnant, and the stagnancy is smoldering. And I feel we're all being asked to lift our spirit higher and higher and higher in order to recognize who we truly are. And I feel many of us are getting a glimpse into who we were in our past lives. And we're being asked to look closely at these timelines in order to go through this fire of transformation. So it is linked to the first chakra, which is the base chakra. And so it is about releasing this heavy, heavy karmic residue when it comes to fear around security, stability, financial security. And so this is where this entanglement of karma really begins, is at the base center. And then we move into the navel center, the solar plexus chakra. And that's where we release all of this guilt, this shame, and we learn how to take back our power. And that's how we go through this purification in order to free ourselves from this past karma. So let's see what else needs to come through with the crystal stone deck. It's time for us all to ascend onto our rightful throne. We all have been given that birthright to live life abundantly. So there is a lot of ancient Egyptian timelines coming up to be addressed, to be cleared. Leo energy is what I was just shown as we kind of fully prepare for this golden age of Aquarius. So we're also clearing all of the Old Testament timelines, the biblical prophecies that were spoken about. And I feel many are coming into this totally convinced energy of, hey, yeah, I've lived many, many lifetimes on planet Earth. So we're all being asked to get out of that over mental stimulation, that analysis paralysis. It's feeling like somebody's frozen in their thoughts. And I feel somebody's really let their mind get the best of them. And it's kind of time to give it to God. Somebody's being taken to their knees, a coming to Jesus moment. And I feel somebody's been dealing with a lot of seething, sweltering karma below the surface, Aries energy. I think get ready for some hot-tempered reactions when it comes to this shift. And, you know, we cannot keep feeling like all of the world's problems are ours. We cannot take on everybody's problems as ours. So there's definitely some anger issues that have been standing between somebody coming forward with some communication. So I think going into some sacred rage when it comes to this transformation journey. Let's see what else needs to come through with the crystal stone deck, and then we're going to clarify these energies with the tarot. And I did grab the steampunk deck today, guys. So we got 3. Go with your gut, dive into your dreams, and balance your whole being. So where have you been playing into fear? Because when we play into the energy of fear, we let all of these fearful thought cycles grow out of proportion, and it really prevents us from taking action towards what it is we really need. So somebody here is being asked to really get acquainted with their fears, and that was, you know, right below the snake card. It's time to get acquainted with your fears. Fear is an illusion. Somebody here, I think, is you know, lacking a lot of passion, lacking some confidence, and it's kind of time to find your creativity again. Somebody is waking from a slumber, really needing to trust their gut intuition and to really dive into their dreams. If you can dream it and you can believe it, then you can achieve it. God is never going to give you a dream and not give you the ability to bring that dream into fruition. So I feel somebody's been in this Nine of Swords energy, up all night, worrying, when it comes to embracing a beautiful new dreamscape for their future. And so we kind of got to get chill here. We got to chill out. We got to take time to, you know, rest. Sleep is very important as part of the healing journey. So somebody needs to maybe put the phone down and maybe pick up a book instead, do a little bit of research. I feel somebody is going through a lot of rapid movement forward, and there are a lot of subconscious memories coming to the forefront when it comes to diving into your dreams. So you might want to journal about any dreams. I know for myself, the dreams have been so active and so vivid the last several nights. It's feeling like when I wake up, I don't know where I come back from, but I feel like I don't get any sleep at all because I'm so actively astral traveling in my sleep. So I feel pay attention to your dreams, because somebody here has been super icy cold when it comes to a lack of communication, and it's kind of time to reflect all of this back in order to release any mental chatter. So yeah, somebody's definitely been overthinking, Virgo energy, Gemini energy, creating all kinds of drastic mood swings in the energy. And I feel somebody's been praying to bring forward some blessings in their life. So we need to remember, negative thought patterns are never, ever our friend on the spiritual journey. So it's like this energy of like getting ready to roar. Somebody is feeling like they don't have enough in their life, that there's no equanimity, and I feel there's this battle between the left brain and the right brain. And we kind of got to get square with the universe and come into this balance of our whole being. So we're going to dig in with some tarot guys, and we're going to clarify these energies. We're going to clarify the snake and go with your gut, because I think we're all being asked to embrace our firepower, to take action. It's kind of time to take action, and we cannot keep burning the candle at both ends is another message. It's kind of time to do the work. And I also feel a lot of middle-age timelines coming up for clearing when it comes to getting to the focus of our burning desires and being able to get things done. So we're going to clarify the snake and the carnelian energy and see what other messages need to come through. The Eight of Cups. So it is this energy of recognizing what it is that you need to walk away from. What has been keeping you from emotional contentment? With the Emperor and the Ten of Cups and the Empress. Oh my God. Divine counterpart for sure. The Emperor and the Empress. That is the divine counterpart union. This is also the energy of balancing your inner masculine and feminine energies, because there's a beautiful connection here trying to come together, but there's this internal conflict. Somebody is struggling internally when it comes to their wish fulfillment. They're lacking passion, they're lacking drive, and I feel this Empress energy, that divine feminine energy that I talked about, is being exalted. A crowning, an initiation of some sort, and I feel a masculine that has been facing all kinds of outer challenges because they've been internally struggling to accept a connection that is dear to their heart, playing into fears. So I feel walking away from everything that is no longer serving your higher journey, making peace with some past emotional discomfort. I feel digging maybe into some astrology aspects, and I feel the wheels are spinning in somebody's mind. And so when we get to the 8, we're in search of wish fulfillment. And, you know, isn't that what everybody wants, is this 10 of Cups, ultimate fulfillment? So I feel a courtship is in focus. There is a divine masculine preparing to leave something behind in order for a courtship of some kind with his equal, his true match. And maybe there's all kinds of opposing forces trying to create blockages when it comes to a divine counterpart union. So I feel somebody's been in the war zone, dealing with all kinds of obstacles and challenges that have been preventing them from moving forward into a new commitment. This Wheel of Fortune has like the Three of Pentacles in the middle. And so it is about communal efforts, working together, mastering the elements. And somebody here I feel has a lot of regrets. Maybe they've been drinking themselves to sleep at night. Somebody's been playing into some overindulgences, needing to find their strength to release any guilt, regret, remorse, and shame when it comes to releasing a long-standing burden. So what do you need to release when it comes to some emotional baggage? Because there's a block when it comes to diving into your dreams, because somebody is really trying to figure out what is going to bring them that emotional contentment. So let's dig into the Hawk energy and diving into your dreams. Yeah, there's no moderation in somebody's life. There's no moderation. And I feel somebody's definitely been deceiving themselves. There is a need for balance. There is a need for moderation. And I feel somebody has been really struggling in the mind space. And there is like this lack of apology that needs to come forward. Somebody's been all focused on money, money, money. You know, and you know, you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have love in your life, are you really satisfied? I feel so somebody's been thinking about bringing in an apology. There's been a lack of, you know, reciprocity. There's been a lack of balance. Sagittarius energy, water energy, earth energy, and I feel somebody is so resistant to going in a new direction. And I feel there's going to be a rapid shift in movement here, and somebody is coming into this awareness that they really need to balance their entire being. So Nine of Pentacles come out sideways, so that's a challenge when it comes to rising like the Phoenix. And the Two of Cups just come out in reversed. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? Yeah, and that Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck again. So somebody is feeling very foolish when it comes to this pre-Empress energy. Somebody really foolishly played into their fears. I think there was a deep fear of commitment here with the Knight of Wands. I think there was a lot of passion. And there was, you know, a connection where two people at one point saw eye to eye, I feel. And somebody's feeling foolish for not honoring a sacred connection, a higher connection, where I feel the energies have been alchemizing. So there's resistance to taking that leap of faith, I feel. And then we get this Nine of Pentacles. It did come out sideways, but I was asked to put it upright. So, and there's that Hawk energy. So we have a pre-Empress here that has that bird's eye view, that has achieved that higher perspective, and I feel has been patiently waiting for somebody to see her worth and her value. Somebody here is single, independent, living the fine life, and I feel somebody wants to rush in with some communication, with some passionate communication. They're feeling foolish. There's a lot of regret. There's a lot of remorse. There's a lot of guilt and shame when it comes to laying down a long-standing burden, because I do believe this very well could have led to a legacy of some sort with the Ten of Pentacles. And somebody here is a psychic. Somebody here has predicted this. There is like this beautiful union of souls trying to come in, and a very loyal connection. But somebody's really needing to get their foot stuck out of that wheel to move things forward. So a foundation is without a doubt in focus, but I would like to look a little bit deeper into this Temperance reverse, Six of Swords reversed, Knight of Cups. Okay, we do have somebody rushing in for their wish fulfillment, and I do feel coming in for that victory after, you know, figuring out what commitment means to them. We just had the Hierophant flip out kind of sideways right on top of that Emperor. So yeah, there has been fear when it comes to commitment, when it comes to partnerships, and I feel we're reaching this crossroad energy. If you want all of your wishes to come true, you're going to have to come out from behind the curtain. You're going to have to come forward and speak and let the wheels move things forward. We have a victor here. We have somebody that has been through the war zone, and they're coming out victorious. And I feel coming in for that higher level of commitment, but there's been manipulation. There's been deception. There's been heartbreak. And I feel there's been blocks to feeling all of this repressed pain. And somebody is getting these blocks removed And I feel like the death to this manipulation, there is the death to all of this manipulative behavior, and somebody is going through profound life transformation. I also feel somebody that has turned their back on a situation. And it's like the Grim Reaper energy. So there was supposed to be a spiritual union here. We have a bride, and then we have the masculine in the shadows. So somebody, I feel, is taking one last look back to see, like, are you ready to step up? Are you gonna step up and do the right things? Scorpionic energy. And I do feel there is going to be an exciting new offer here. Somebody coming in with an offer, an invite, in order to rebalance some karmic scales. And I do feel this is definitely divinely ordained. And so I love this justice card. On the one scale, it looks like a bunch of crystals, and on the other scale, there's some cards falling. And so somebody definitely is a card reader or a psychic of some sort that has predicted this ending, and it will lead to a beautiful new beginning, like a Four of Wands union. Look at that, the Ace of Wands with the 4 candles. And so there's a flame that, you know, has been boiling and burning below the surface. There's a lot of growth coming in, and somebody is getting ready to take action to release any third-party interference, because it's kind of decision time. We have the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Wands. So somebody's been stuck thinking about, you know, coming forward for a very long time, and maybe somebody has had to choose between 2 women, a blonde and a brunette. Doesn't have to be, but I feel there's been a need to talk about this for quite some time, maybe a couple of years. And I do feel somebody is gaining a lot of enlightenment. There's a lot being illuminated when it comes to that perspective shift, Pisces energy, when it comes to a Holy Grail union. Big, big love here, guys. Big, big love and a brand new abundant beginning, but it's going to require taking those action steps to break down everything that's no longer working in your life with the Tower. So get ready for unexpected change, unexpected upheaval. We can no longer avoid this deconstruction of things that are no longer working. And I feel we kind of got to go into this energy of disillusionment and breaking down these old perceptions of the mind in order to be willing to go after that new beginning, because we're releasing this lack mentality. I also feel somebody was kind of left out in the cold for quite some time, and this has been a long-standing burden. Somebody here is feeling foolish, and commitments are in focus. So let's get a couple last messages from Spirit. Somebody is about to reach out. They deeply miss you, and they are getting ready to speak up and be heard. So get ready to receive a message. I feel somebody here that's in the throes of some transformation, preparing to come forward and do the right thing, because this is their wish. This is their wish. And this is Spirit kind of pushing somebody forward. There's been a lack of communication. There is definitely a divine partner coming through in the energies today. And we're all being asked to be patient, to be that observer, to refocus our energy, and to trust that we are all attaining our goals. Meditation will allow you to center yourself in the energies, because somebody is finding their bravery and their strength to come forward for that divine partner union. And this is a love like you will have never known before, but it might require some forgiveness, some compromise, an open mind, a loving heart, and a lot of conversation when it comes to this mistreatment in the past. And sometimes, you know, the universe comes in and blasts a relationship out of the water in order for you to understand what was not working, what is supposed to work, and what it is that you need to move on from when it comes to any past abuses or mistreatment. But I feel somebody is getting ready to own it. And to free themselves from these illusions and negative influences that have been coming between a divine counterpart union. So major perspective shift is helping somebody work through a negative situation when it comes to a bird's eye view, a new point of view, maybe seeing things from the other person's point of view. And there are a lot of external forces influencing this divine counterpart union. And so we need to remember we have the right to choose fulfillment. Happiness does not require permission from anybody but your higher self. So get ready to take some action. It's time to increase our willpower, and I feel somebody here is wildly obsessed with coming in with an offer and transforming a negative situation, because there is a divine feminine here that is indispensable and cannot be replaced, and somebody is getting ready to rise like the phoenix and come in for what it is that they deserve. And that's what I got for a message today, guys. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a twin soul reading with me, I do encourage you to check out that description box below, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.